Because from the video that we saw, he was rightly standing in front of the aircraft.
Wrongly?
Which was wrong.
Yes. How is it supposed to know that the plane will move?
No, but the pilot didn't also see him because he was regarded as a blind spot.
What I feel must have played out is a case of someone who's had a little bit of stuff in his system and displayed it in a way that made them to doubt that it is water and asked that he step aside. It's more obvious in the reaction we got. You cannot use clear eye. Even if you have different ajesara, you cannot use clear eye to stand in front of a plane.
Let me read some excerpt from the press release by KWAM team. It said it must also be emphasized that KWAM was the victim in this incident. No one else but him and his personal assistant was directly involved.
If we were to take that at face value, then you have to also explain to us why Mr. KWAM was right in front of the aircraft and walking backwards. That is not behavior of someone who abides by the law. And obviously you could hear the ground crew screaming at him. You heard someone say, why you no wait?
When we have challenging situations like this happen in Nigeria, we hear things like we've settled it privately. I don't think we want this in this situation because it's already come very public. 2 pilots have their licenses suspended. They were not the only ones involved. If indeed the item in the flask was water, then everybody that was wearing yellow jackets in that video, preventing him from getting into the plane, are also involved. If we don't have consequences for wrong behavior, it will continue to thrive.
Now there is a certain amount that you should travel with. So who knows if the content was even over that speculated required amount.
But he poured it away, Damila.
But he poured it. The allegation was that he spilled it on somebody. You understand? And that was where I think everything escalated. That was...
You are not allowed on that flight again.
Yeah. If you were abroad, he would have been handcuffed to leave that spot because he would have been considered maybe a first-class terrorist.
All right, so as regards the incident that happened between KWAM versus ValleyJet, now here are my 3 takes. Take number 1, KWAM, you're wrong. Take number 2, pilot, you are wrong. Take number 3, the both of you are wrong. But you know why I'm so happy here? I'm happy because this incident happened between persons of the same tribe, because I am very sure with the situation we are right now in Nigeria, if it had been that the pilot was from a different tribe, oh my God, what we are saying now is not what we are going to be saying. There would have been an incident of, and so then they want to kill us. So I'm happy that tribe settles that. All right. Now, this is one reason why I keep telling people that we must take tribe off whatever we are doing if we're going to proceed and succeed and excel as Nigerians. Now, I prefer to watch videos that has people's view. And that's why I had to pick this particular video, which is the Your View video on TVC, because I enjoy the way these ladies communicate. I always like listening to people's opinion. I don't want my opinion to be superior over any other person's opinion. So that was why I took my time, watched those videos, listened to what they had to say, and I was impressed. The first time everyone will come together and call what is bad, bad. So now for people saying, oh, they shouldn't have suspended the pilot, you need to go back and read about etiquette. You need to go back and read about guides. Every profession has its guides and etiquette. The pilot behaved in an unruly manner, and I'm very sure the pilot is also aware of what he has done. As you know, it's against the codes of being a pilot. Imagine that guy, the acrobatics KWAM displayed. My brother, when you're from the street, you're from the street. Because if he had not done that, we would have had a situation where the wing of that aircraft would have taken off his head and he would have ended up as an headless chicken. I'm just trying to make comic out of it, but this is a very serious situation. And in a civilized country like the ones we stay, KWAM would naturally not try this. This is tech an act of terrorism. I must tell you the gospel truth. You guys might not understand what just went down. This is an act of terrorism, and we might say it as, oh, he was trying to fight for his right. But that's not how they are going to take it here, because there are people in that plane. It's like holding the plane hostage. And this is a situation of, oh, man, no man. It's a Nigerian thing. I'm not going to blame KWAM. I saw him picking up his phone, trying to call. I don't know who he was trying to call, but I knew he was trying to make some calls. But it's our normal Nigerian thing now. Do you know who I am? Oh, I'm going to call the president. Oh, I'm going to call the governor. You're going to lose your job. Do you know it is KWAM and all that? Nigerians, we do it. Don't say, oh, it's KWAM. No. It is KWAM today. It is another Nigerian tomorrow. This is a known fact. We all do this. So please don't peg it to him. So at this point, an investigation is going to be launched, but we all know where this thing is going to arrive at. No results. There's definitely not going to be any results coming out from this investigation. So if you're part of those who are thinking there's going to be a result, you need to think again. the former governor, senator, currently Adams Oshomole's case. Have you heard anything about it? No. So if you're expecting to hear something about this one case, then probably you are believing Jesus lives in Nigeria. It's not going to happen. The next thing you're going to hear, we've settled it, we've privately settled it, we can now move on, it's normal. It's normal, it's Nigeria. This is why I say we need to keep educating our people. KWAM only display this normal Agberoism, not be today now. We be Nigeria, we know all these things, but this is very embarrassing. And these are the kind of things that puts Nigeria in the bad light and makes it difficult for Nigerians who are traveling around the world. Because for every actions like this, millions of Nigerians are going to suffer for this, and that's exactly what we are going to experience from now on. Airlines in certain countries are going to start making it very difficult for us because they don't want this kind of behavior in their airlines. So I'm going to pause for now. I'm still going to do another video, but I just needed to address something because I got private messages that, oh, you need to say something, you've not said something about this. So when I fully settle it, I'm going to make a proper video and I'm going to speak to this. Thank you.